Is it a toxic trope? Maybe. Am I going to watch every single second of it? Absolutely. Double tap the screen if you're also addicted to forced marriage dramas where the CEO is a 10 but has the emotional range of a teaspoon. I've rounded up 10 must-watch C-dramas that will actually make you want to sign a contract. Make sure to bookmark this for your weekend binge. 1. Only for Love. Tired of begging for a text back? Just gaslight a billionaire into thinking you're his niece's boyfriend's aunt. It's foolproof. Dylan Wang plays Xing, a CEO so cold he probably sweats ice cubes. Our heroine, a desperate financial reporter, tries to seduce him to get revenge on an ex, but she accidentally targets the wrong guy. Now she's stuck in a high-stakes game of professional flirting where the tension is thicker than a legal contract. It's a 10 out of 10 for suit porn and lingering stares. If you like your CEOs dominant, slightly obsessed, and looking like they stepped off a Vogue cover while ruining your career prospects, this is your fix. Just remember, in the boardroom, he's the boss, but in the back of the car, the power dynamic gets complicated. You aren't here for the journalism ethics, you're here to watch a dominant man lose his composure every time a girl treats his office like a playground. 2. As Beautiful as You. Why find a boyfriend when you can find an investor who looks like Shu Kai and wants to control your entire life? This isn't your average coffee run internship. It's a corporate Shark Tank where Shu Kai plays the ultimate predator, calm, rich, and dangerously attentive. He invests in her company, but he's really investing in her soul. The chemistry here is mature corporate, meaning they argue about market shares by day and have high-tension dinners by night. It's the ultimate mentor-turned-lover fantasy. Watch it for the power dynamics. Nothing is sexier than a man who buys your startup just so you have to take his calls. Please be my family. Forget Tinder. The new way to snag a CEO is through a buy one get one free toddler deal. We've got 2 single parents, 2 adorable kids who look like twins, and 1 contract marriage that's legally binding but emotionally chaotic. He's a high-powered executive who needs a family image, and she's a hustler trying to secure her son's future. It's all just for the kids until they realize that sharing a bed for the sake of the nanny is a very dangerous game. It's domestic, it's spicy, and it's full of that accidental physical proximity that makes you scream at your screen. It's the ultimate forced family fantasy for anyone who thinks a man holding a baby is 50% more attractive, especially if he owns the building. It's domestic bliss with a side of accidental physical proximity. If a man holding a baby and a black Amex is your kryptonite, this is your fix. I May Love You. Rejection is a dish best served cold, but Miles Wei is about to eat his words with a side of desperate regret. She crushed on him for 4 years while working as his screenwriter. He told her to keep it professional, so she quit. Now the tables have turned, and the cold CEO is suddenly the one chasing her like a lost puppy with a black Amex. Miles Wei excels at the calculated man losing his mind trope. It's witty, it's sarcastic, and the chase is incredibly satisfying for anyone who's ever wanted an ex-boss to crawl back on his hands and knees. The tension during the business trips is peak mature romance. Less dreaming, more doing. To see a smug boss crawl back on his hands and knees, it's the ultimate I told you so romance with high-end production values. You Are My Secret. What's hotter than a handsome husband? A handsome husband who is also your boss and pretends he doesn't know you at the office. This is the hidden marriage gold standard. By day, he's the demanding manager who gives her a hard time in meetings. By night, he's the doting husband cooking dinner in silk pajamas. The thrill of nearly getting caught in the office pantry is enough to give anyone a heart attack. It's a mature look at the work-life balance struggle, but with way more kissing in secret hallways. If you love the us against the world vibe, mixed with the constant fear of HR finding out you're sleeping with the VP, this is your weekend binge. It's a mature look at work-life balance, but with way more kissing in forbidden hallways. Cute Programmer. power. If you have to dress as a man to get a job, the least the universe can do is give you a CEO who falls for you anyway. She's a genius coder. He's the arrogant tech god who doesn't hire women. Naturally, she pulls a Mulan and joins the firm. When the secret comes out, they end up in a contract marriage to appease his overbearing mother. It's a classic forced proximity mess. He thinks he's straight-laced and logical, but his heart, and other parts, didn't get the memo. The marriage contract scenes are peak comedy, but once the real feelings hit, it's all about a CEO learning that his most important code is his wife's happiness. It's a classic forced proximity mess. Watch it for the hilarious moment he realizes his male employee is actually the wife he's falling for.
You are my destiny.
One cruise, one wrong room, and one accidental pregnancy. Welcome to the most expensive mistake of your life. This is the remake of the legendary Fated to Love You. He's the heir to a massive soap empire, and she's a post-it note girl who can't say no. After a drunken night leads to a baby, his family forces a marriage. It starts with a cold contract and a lot of resentment, but watching the CEO go from "don't touch me" to "don't leave me" is a wild emotional ride. It's angsty, it's dramatic, and it has those mature moments of realization that a family isn't built on a contract, but on the quiet moments between the sheets. It's the husband regret peak. If you like your drama angsty, emotional, and filled with stay for the baby tension, this is it. The Silent Wife. He didn't want a wife, he wanted a statue. But when the statue walks away, the CEO finally finds his voice. This is the ultimate regret drama. For years, she's the perfect, silent, submissive wife in a forced marriage, enduring his coldness and his mistress's drama. Then, she snaps. She stops caring, stops talking, and starts living for herself. Suddenly, the handsome CEO realizes he's absolutely nothing without her. It's a punchy, high-drama revenge fantasy that targets the mature desire to see an arrogant man finally realize what he lost. It's fast-paced, incredibly satisfying, and features some of the best begging for forgiveness scenes in the genre. It's a high-speed revenge fantasy. There is nothing more satisfying than watching a billionaire realize he's been replaced by a hobby and a backbone. My queen, my rules. He thinks he's the king of the boardroom, but he's about to find out his contract wife is actually the one holding the crown. This flips the script on the helpless wife trope. It's a forced marriage where the CEO thinks he's doing her a favor, only to realize she's richer, smarter, and more dangerous than he is. The humor comes from his constant shock as her secret identities are revealed. It's a power play romance where the bedroom becomes a battlefield and the contract becomes a suggestion. For audiences who like a little female gaze empowerment with their handsome CEOs, this is a masterclass in how to housebreak a billionaire, because watching an arrogant man realize he's actually the trophy husband is the kind of empowerment we all need. Hidden marriage. Marrying a CEO is hard. Marrying a CEO who has to pretend you don't exist is a full-time job with zero benefits. This is the quintessential secret marriage trope. He's the most eligible bachelor in the city. She's an actress, or a commoner, depending on the version, who needs his protection. They get hitched behind closed doors to avoid scandals, but the forced nature of their living situation makes hiding their chemistry impossible. It's full of close calls where paparazzi almost catch them, leading to some very creative and very mature hiding spots. It's the ultimate secret world fantasy, where the most powerful man in the room is secretly your biggest fan. It's the ultimate VIP access fantasy. You get the billionaire, the mansion, and the secret romance, all while the rest of the world is still trying to get an appointment with him. Did your favorite make the cut? If not, tell me which drama I missed in the comments. Let's settle the debate. Who is the king of contract marriages? Team Miles Wei or Team Dylan Wang? Follow for more and share this with a friend who is still single but waiting for their CEO.